Hello and welcome back to my channel. We need to talk about Texas and what is going on with Texas. Texas's electrical grid is failing. And it's not failing because of the lie that the Republicans are trying to perpetuate, that clean energy froze over and it wasn't sufficient enough in the Green New Deal. Let's get that out of the way for starters. The Green New Deal has not been enacted, has not been voted through. It is not a law. There is no Green New Deal. It doesn't exist in law form. It exists as an idea, a theory, a hope, and a dream. That's it. So when they say that it's the wind turbines in Texas that are failing, they're lying to you. They are so lying to you. What happened was their infrastructure failed drastically because they privatized it. And what do I mean by they privatized it? They decided not to go with federal regulations and not to go with federal rules, so they can't be on the federal grid system. They are within themselves privatized. They can't receive help from other states that they could pull from right now if they needed to. They also didn't update their infrastructure. So their gas is failing, their coal is failing, they don't have enough power. And the wind turbines that they do have that are freezing are not freezing because they're wind turbines. In fact, a lot of turbines in colder areas exist. There are wind turbines near me when it gets below freezing still work because the people that bought into them put the extra money in to buy the heaters, but because they wanted to save a little bit of money, they didn't buy the heaters. That's also why they're in so much trouble right now. It's because they don't want to spend the extra money. They're literally willing to let people die because they don't want to spend the money. They could buy electricity from other states and they won't do it because it will cost them more money because they're a privatized system. There is a very select few of rich people in Texas who are literally deciding the fate of millions of Americans on a privatized system so that they can make money, and people are dying because of it. They also have no infrastructure to plow their streets or to keep, I'm seeing people's houses that their pipes are breaking because they're just not used to that kind of weather. But that wouldn't be the main issue if it wasn't for the fact of the privatized system. Texas needs to do something about their infrastructure, their power grid. And they were warned in 2011 that this could happen. But again, they didn't want to spend the money. So they kept the system that they had. A bigger storm came through. Millions of Americans don't have power. Well, parts of giant cities still have power. I'm hearing from people that the Houston area, there are office buildings with nobody in them that are lit up, while people in poorer neighborhoods are freezing to death because of their privatized system. We absolutely need to go in there and force Texas to fix their infrastructure. And I know states' rights, states' rights, states' rights. But when states' rights start trampling on and killing their own people, it's time we as the federal government step in and pass some sort of law that keeps this from happening again. Because millions of vulnerable Americans could die because a few people cut some corners to make some money in Texas. Alright guys, I will see y'all later.